Hey everyone, it's Rod with Pow Group. Welcome back on the Pursuit of Wealth, your home for MJ stocks, crypto assets, and interviews. It's Monday, June 12th. Hope you're doing awesome and hope you had a great weekend as well. In this video, by popular demand, getting a lot of questions about whether or not selling Hexo now for Tilray is still a good idea. People reaching out to me, and if you're individually reaching out to me on different platforms like Facebook or Reddit, pretty busy. And like I said, I've got thousands of people in the community and in my platforms, so it's hard for me to respond to everyone. So I wanted to come on and do a video on just that. Going to give an update on the discount. There's about a 10.6% discount with regards to the arbitrage opportunity between Hexo and Tilray when this merger completes. And this happened before whenever Tilray acquired Freya. We were tracking that in the Pow Group private community, and I was posting some videos about it as well. But we track this more inside the private chat community. That's why it does have some benefits there. And we've got people, we've got almost 50 people in there with different strengths and weaknesses. So it's a great community. You can check it out, powgroup.ca or pursuitofwealthgroup.com if you're interested. But essentially, we did the same thing with Tilray and Freya. We did the same thing with Hexo and Zenabis. We did the same thing with CGC and Supreme and all the other mergers and acquisitions that went on in the space. And there'll probably continue to be some more that come down the pipeline. But going to discuss the discount and what my thoughts and opinions are. Again, before we get started, not financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. Do your own research. If you're hitting a buy button on anything, do not buy a stock or any crypto or any investment. You should not be buying because of somebody who told you something about it, right? You should be buying because you believe in it and you've done hours and hours of research, and you could expect that investment to go to zero, right? Amazon dropped 95% in 2001 after the dot-com boom, but we all know how it recovered after that, right? So if that can happen to Amazon selling, books and legitimate products, surely MJ companies can drop 90+% as well, selling illegal drugs, right? So still lots of growth to be had. But I'm going to take a look at this conversion here, and I'll break it down here in just a moment. But before we get started, I want to say first and foremost, thank you to the community. Almost 500,000 views. That was definitely challenging. It wasn't easy, and I appreciate each and every one of you. I really do mean that from the bottom of my heart. But moving on here, so I just did a video on Tilray and whether or not Irwin Simon should be fired. A lot of controversy going around that he's a good CEO, a bad CEO, getting paid millions shouldn't be the case, and I give my thoughts and opinions on that. Also did a video just a few minutes ago. Hexo confirmed its Q3 2023 earnings for June 14th and the conference call on June 15th, so you can check out that video if you want to learn more on that one. And then as well on June 14th, which is Wednesday, we have the special meeting on to be held virtually at 10 a.m. on June 14th. And this is going to be the special meeting for the Tilray transaction. So I'm going to be voting in favor of. And like I said, that will be on Wednesday. And then their earnings are on aftermarket on June 14th, and then the conference call on June 15th. So we'll get an update more than likely on the result of that arrangement with Tilray Brands and the result of that vote. But I'll be voting in favor of. You'll have to make your own decision. I did do a video back on April 11th saying, this was a couple months ago, saying what is better, basically selling. If you already had Hexo shares, would it be better to sell and buy Tilray then or wait until it auto converts? And there was about a 23% discount at one point, and I just posted this on Twitter today, and I gave an update on that discount, and right now it's at about 10.6%. So back here, it was around 20%. It got up to 23%. I remember selling some Hexo shares in one of my accounts to buy Tilray, and essentially I got 23% more Tilray shares than if just waiting until it auto converts, right? Because the ratio is 0.04352. It's pretty easy to do that. And again, if you're not sure how to do all this, this is why I make these videos and why I created Pow Group. So we have all these different analysts and people in the group that have different strengths and weaknesses. And this is something that we track every single merger, right? Like this isn't the first time this happened with Tilray Freya, Canopy and Supreme, Hexo Zenabis, and now Hexo and Tilray. There'll probably continue to be more mergers, but now it's essentially Tilray, Team Tilray, Freya, Hexo, and Redican. So good luck, other 1,000 LPs. This is really going to be difficult for you to keep up. And I think right now, I had about a 13% market share. Tilray said they're looking to grow that into the double digits, so 20+% market share. And I truly believe that Tilray is going to be the best MJ company long term. I think they're going to be top 3 easily, definitely top 5 globally in the next 5 to 10 years. That's going to be the trick, right? Is finding companies that are going to stand the test of time, that are going to be here in 5 to 10 years from now, right? Just like crypto in 2019, everything dropped like 90+%, in some cases 99% from its all-time highs. And then in the .com days with the tech boom, right? Nobody knew who the Apples or the Pets.com were going to be, or the Apples or the Amazons. That came many years later, right? Decade later. So again, if we can just find 1, 2, even 3 companies, but even one company, 3 would be nice, right? Or as many as possible that are going to be here in 5, 10, 20 years from now in the MJ space. If you can find one unicorn even, that could make generational wealth, right? Just like finding Apple in the early days. And even Apple almost went bankrupt again. And if it wasn't for Microsoft saving them with a $150 million investment, and that was a lot of money back in 1997, if Apple can almost go bankrupt selling legitimate products and computers that aren't federally illegal in the US, well, surely MJ companies are probably going to go through similar struggles, right? Where they drop 90+% from their all-time highs or their 52-week highs, and they're selling illegal drugs in the US, right? There's still so much growth to be had. But just take a look here at the update. So what you do is ignore the CGC line. That's not up to date. This one, this is just a Excel sheet that I use to track it. But essentially, you take share price 1, which is Tilray's closing price of 167 USD on the Nasdaq. Then you take Hexo's Nasdaq closing price of 0.8135. And then you divide 8135 by the ratio, which gives you ticker 2 converted share price, which is $1.86.9. And then what you do to get the discount is you take share price 1, so $1.67, you minus it by ticker 2 converted, which is 1.869, and then you divide it by ticker 2 converted, 1.869, and that gives you 10.6. So right now, there's a 10.6% discount. If you currently hold HEXO shares and you're wondering, should I sell it now and buy Tilray, or should I wait until it converts? Well, again, as I mentioned in this video, the longer that we waited, the more that the arbitrage and the discount was going to drop. At one point, it was at around 23%. So the closer we get to the deal completing, right, it's going to continue to drop off. So it's probably going to continue to drop from here. So I would expect Tilray to outperform HEXO share price wise over the next couple weeks. This deal is expected to close at some point this month. So again, expecting Tilray to continue to outperform share price wise, but they should move relatively in tandem. But like I said, I think Tilray will outperform HEXO, and we should see this down around 2%, if not 1%, as the deal gets closer and closer to completion, right? And this was to be expected. The same thing happened with Tilray and Afria. Same thing happened with all those other mergers that we were following. And it's just, it's just common sense, really, at the end of the day, because at the beginning, we didn't know if this was actually going to go through. Would they get a competing offer? Would the deals go through? Would the shareholders not approve it? So many different variables, right? But as we get closer and closer, the likelihood of this going through becomes more and more, right? So take a look at HEXO as well. The earnings that are due on Wednesday, June 14th after hours, we're forecasting 25.232 million, and EPS is forecasted at negative 0.097 as per Trading View. And like I said, here on the HEXO chart, we're very bearish. We're still well below the 10-week moving average. We're bearish here on the MACD and the stochastic. It's looking like we could see a little bit more downside from here, and there's no real there's no indicators here that we could see a massive move in HEXO. So I'm not expecting any move. A couple of people saying they're buying HEXO as well. I don't really see the value in that. I think it's better to buy Tilray right now because of the fact that they're going to merge, right? So again, because of the fact that I expect this discount to drop to around the 2%, maybe even 1%, I don't see the logic in buying HEXO here versus just buying Tilray, because it's pretty much a shoe-in at this point that we're going to see this deal complete. So yeah, I wouldn't be focusing on buying HEXO. And I'm still surprised by a lot of people who don't even know that HEXO is going to be merging with Tilray. I had to explain that to a couple of people in the comment section in a couple of my videos. And like I said, a couple of people said they were going to buy HEXO. I just don't see the value in that. I can't see a big move. Nothing really here indicating from the technicals that we could see in a move on HEXO. And then, like I said, this discount will continue to dwindle and to get lower and lower. So that's why I believe that Tilray is going to outperform here in the time leading up to the deal closure. I'm not going to end it there. Let me know if that makes sense. If anything's unclear, I can do my best to clear it up in the comments below. We'll continue the conversation there. Let me know your thoughts and opinions, though. I always love hearing from you. And again, we'll continue the the conversation in the comment section below. Just getting over a cold too, so hopefully we'll be back to my normal self here in a couple of days, but no shortage of content being released today. But going in it there, it's Rob with Pow Group. Thanks again for joining us in the pursuit of wealth. Smash the like, help support me in the channel, share the video with anybody that might find value, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we'll see you again on the next update. Take care.